can't quite believe how long it's been since I've had a camera in front of my face. And there was a lot of people saying, when are the videos coming back? And I've tried to explain, we've been extremely busy this year. We've done a lot of filming, we have been looking for an editor. I just don't have time to edit. I'm working 7 days a week. We've got some sad news to tell later. Some very, very sad news. CUTCREW has changed quite dramatically. Maybe this video I'll just get back into filming, and then if there is any questions about what's happened this season and stuff like that, maybe we'll cover them in the next video if you leave them in the comments. But for now, we need to get mowing. It was Groundsfest last week, and there was a lot of people saying, when are the videos coming back? And I've tried to explain, we've been extremely busy this year. We've done a lot of filming, we have been looking for an editor. I just don't have time to edit. I'm working 7 days a week. However, I've always said to everyone, doesn't matter how many hours are in the day, work all of them if you need to. So if I need to spend an extra hour a night in my 19-hour days already editing for you lot, that's what's happening. But anyway, we're starting this video on a Saturday. It's Saturday, none of the boys are in. We've got some sad news to tell later. Some very, very sad news. CUTCREW has changed quite dramatically since the last video came out, so we'll get into that later. But yeah, lots of things have changed. It's Saturday, I'm out working on my own, we're in the tractor. What we plan on doing today is getting some mowing done, coming back and going out again to get some marking done. Maybe with some breakfast in between. Maybe this video I'll just get back into filming, and then if there is any questions about what's happened this season and stuff like that, maybe we'll cover them in the next video if you leave them in the comments. But for now, we need to get mowing. Pretty much just finished mowing. I'm just whipping around the boundary. Managed around 25-30 acres this morning. I'm going to head back to the unit, grab the Polaris and then come back to these sites and get them marked. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to free up my Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday because we've got some renovation works on. So I'm just trying to free my time up, meaning Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday I won't have to come here. It's done. The boys will still be here to do their bits. I don't have to worry, and there's a lot less pressure off the week. So yeah, let's get back to the unit and get the Polaris filled up, ready to go. Get the Technology kit out and get all of these sites marked. So I'm nearly done marking on the first out of 4 sites that I cut this morning. Just reminiscing, it's been a long time since we've done a video. A lot of things have happened within the business, all for the good. There's a lot to catch up on with like the public in terms of like the viewers of this channel and people that have been following the journey and things like that, and it will all come in due time. But the reason why we cut the videos is, one, because I am working 7 days a week. I have done pretty much all this year. Every day has been absolutely militantly long. It's safe to say that, you know, I've worked a lot this year. I have really pushed the limits of kind of what I can do and what I needed to do, and we're in a good place now. The team's grown, the contracts have grown, we're starting to head in a direction that I've always wanted to be in, and a lot of that will come out and come to light through the videos again, so you will notice some changes. We are still doing all of the stuff that we used to. We're still doing the parishes, we're still doing the schools, we're still doing the general grounds maintenance, but we are starting to get quite a large foothold on sports, and I'm really trying to push like renovations, and in future we want like a dedicated renovations team. We want to be able to travel the country and bloody blah, all of that stuff. So that is why that is why there's been no videos. I had put like a listing out for an editor, and we have done a lot of filming this summer, so maybe one day this summer will be released in some capacity, I don't know, but we'll see. But it feels weird to be back in front of the camera, and I just want to thank anyone that is watching this video that has come back and revisited the channel and have seen this video pop up, and I'd really appreciate it if you could share it to someone that might like it. There's lots of fantastic people in the industry that are starting to do the YouTube stuff now. We've got 𝐬𝐿, we've got Ben Morrison, all of those people, you know, and hopefully the people that were missing our videos have caught up with them guys and still kind of got their Sunday or Saturday fix on videos in the industry. But yeah, we'll see if the videos become popular again. I never done the videos for that. It was mainly so I could document the journey and all of that stuff. I've said it a million times, and this year I just feel like there were certain things that were starting to happen because of social media, and I really hope that that doesn't happen to the other guys that are doing social media. There was a lot of kind of jealousy and stuff that was happening behind the scenes that wasn't publicised, that wasn't true, and yeah, I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to keep my cards close to my chest this year, and when we pop back up, watch where we are, and that's what's happened. So thank you for the people that were spreading absolute bullshit and being absolute dickheads, because you lit a fire, and the fire's now burning and it ain't gonna stop. So thank you. I know you're watching this, Hans. Anyway, on a side note, Grounds Fest, as I mentioned, was last week. I was there with Tracknology. We're now UK Tracknology resellers. It was great to meet so many people in the industry and just have like a good old natter and moan, and yeah, we're all in the same boat. I always knew that, but it was good to meet everyone there. So if you did see us there, drop a comment. It was great to see you. It's probably the first 2 days that I had off all this year, so happy days. But anyway, I'm going to cut the camera for today. It's just more of the same, more marking, more getting on with it. And yeah, we are out tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I will have the camera on me, so we'll see you then. It's Sunday, would you believe it? At work, we've not dropped the big news yet. Doing some admin, got here at about 8:30. It's now 9:30 on a Sunday, and after this I need to go prep a football pitch ready for a game, which you lot will be coming with me for, of course. I'll give you a bit of background at the site we're going to when we get there. It's quite a new one to us. We've been working on this project for about 4 weeks now. Really hit the ground running, really happy with the results. Nonetheless, it is a new contract. So yes, as I mentioned yesterday, we are moving more into sports now, and one of the packages that we are offering is kind of match day support and things like that to try and kind of get up the leagues in, to try and benefit the clubs that are quickly getting promoted up the leagues and potentially don't have the experience or the knowledge within football to maintain the pitch to that standard. But yeah, anyway, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there's some very, very sad news. CUTCREW has changed. We no longer have the unit. I had to look at kind of where we are, where we're heading, finances, all of this stuff. And it was either the team grows, or, you know, it's hard to talk about because it caused a lot of stress. But yeah, anyway, I feel like I'm clickbaiting you. We've moved unit. And maybe I'll give you a quick walk around of the new place tomorrow. But we've literally just moved in here, so there's a lot of stuff everywhere. There's a lot of stuff that needs doing to the new unit, but it's a very big step for us, and I'm very excited. As I've mentioned, the team has grown. I actually can't remember how many staff members we had on the last video I filmed. I can't remember. But we've got Dan, who's new to the team, a wealth of experience in golf and sports and grounds maintenance. So he's like a really well-balanced individual that's entered the team. He's well within the team now. He's not the new guy. And that's allowing Ash to get more done with less stress because he's got a more experienced individual with him. And it's also allowing me to do my job, go out and grow. And yeah, so Ash has been off actually for 3 weeks. He's been married, so congratulations. If everyone wants to bang in the comments a little nice message to Ash, him and his wife are now married. So yeah, Ash has been off. His first day back is actually tomorrow. When Ash went away, literally, I think it was like the day he left, we also had a new starter. His name is Jordan. Jordan will be there today. Jordan has come from a football club, a League 1, League 2 football club. He has an absolute wealth of experience in football. He's done kind of World Cup stuff, Euro stuff, league stuff. You know, he knows what he's doing. In the future, I can see the business kind of two arms of the business running alongside each other. One being ground maintenance and one being sports/renovations. How that comes to fruition is my job. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but we're certainly heading towards that. And hopefully everyone is aligned with that. People are obviously going to have to step up into positions and stuff like that, and hopefully that happens. So as I'm spending less time nurturing grounds maintenance, hopefully the plan is in the future Ash, or if Ash didn't want that title or whatever, hopefully in the future someone steps into that position to carry on nurturing that, and I can help build the sports, and we just repeat that process going forward. But there's a lot to do. One of the main battles I've had is navigating how we're going to get around the equipment. You got to remember that I'm not a multi-generation business. It was me that set this up, so like so many others out there. And the game that I'm trying to get into, we're talking big numbers for purchasing equipment, and it takes a long time to get that revenue back. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Enough waffling. Let's get the kit together and let's get over to the first job of the day. Right, we're on site. It's raining, but we've still got to go ahead with the prep. So we're on site at the club that we've recently taken over, which is Real Bedford. Real Bedford are very, very, very much up and coming. They've been promoted the last 3 seasons. They're definitely going places. When we took this pitch on, it's full of power, really, really dry. All the corners were dead. We had a lack of grass coverage. There was lots of stuff going on. It's been 3 weeks and we've managed to get the pitch to a point where playability's back. We've got a good playing surface. There's still a long way to go. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do exactly what we want to it until renovations next season, but it's definitely in a lot better place. Let's show you the pitch and then we're going to jump on the mower, go ahead and get it prepped. Again, none of the videos I just showed you of the pitch are going to do it justice. If you go through our Instagram and stuff like that, you'll see kind of the state of the pitch when we took it on. It has come a long way. Obviously it's not fantastic, it's not perfect now, but we've managed to get it to a point where the plant's healthy, the soil's happy, and it's playing a lot better football. Anyway, let's get this double cut, get it marked, get it prepped for the game. Happy days. What is he camera shy for?
You're fucking be zooming in.
Huh? Nah.
Done this to me last time. Love it.
Monday morning, we've been at the unit as you've just seen. We're getting the mower off now. We have got 2 training pitches to sort for one of our football clubs this morning, which is going to include a cross cut, so a double cut, and line marking. Ash is back. So Ash, Little Jack and Jordan are at one of our schools, and then they've got a parish council this afternoon. Both teams have got a busy day today, so yeah, get cracking with it. It's been difficult to manage these pitches because the training regime, there's like 3 or 4 teams that use this from the club, and we have to work around the training regime, and sometimes like the length gets longer than it should do because obviously we're working around their training regime, and also they're being sprayed weekly as well, so they're just growing like fuck, which is hard to keep on top of. But when we mention prep, we basically prep it ready for the teams to play on. So although there is mess down here today, after the first cut, we're going to double cut it, cross cut it, and then if we need to, we'll chuck a drag brush over it just to get rid of any debris. But it's relentless. It's relentless. It just grows like hell here, which is good. And then we've got a smaller pitch over here. So this is the 11v11. And we've got an under 18s, under 16s pitch just here that will be prepped straight after. And we'll do all the line marking on both of these as well. Anyway, it's enough of that. This is the first cold morning that we've had this year now. So down south, it's starting to get cold, you know. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, because we obviously love what we do, but it would be nice just to get a couple of hours rest off, you know, a week. But anyway, we'll get cracking with these and then we'll move on to the next site. At the next job, ready to unload. So we're at Creasy Park. Got a stadium to divot, cut. We're going to cross cut this as well, cut that twice. Trim around all the edges, cut that nice and tidy, and then line mark it. Whilst I'm cutting, Dan is just wandering up the top now. There's 2 synthetic pitches here that will get brushed as well whilst we're here. Yeah, so a lot to get on with. We'll get the mower off and we'll get cracking with it. So we've started the cut, and I was just thinking as we was cutting it, I'm not sure if this has actually been featured this year since Renos. Last year we took this site on, and we literally took it on just before Renos, and there weren't a lot we could do with it. The base stats in the soil were all over the place, and we literally had 4 weeks to get it match ready. So last year was fairly difficult, and this is nothing going against the old contractor. So it used to be managed by the council, and the council did an absolutely fantastic job with the budget that they had. However, there's now a new leaseholder, which is the local football association, and they've obviously got more budget for the pitch. This pitch has over 160 games on it a season. We average at least 2 games a week. Most weeks it's 4 games. So yeah, it's intensely used, this pitch. So sports turf's hard in itself, but managing all the games is a lot harder. But let me just show you this. This was when we started. That's how the pitch was when we started. That was just after Renos, just there. And this is how we're looking now. And we're a good 50, 60 games deep. I mean, obviously it's still growing like hell. And we're going to have to cross cut it and tidy it up and get rid of the mess. But yeah, we're making really good progress here. I feel like this is one of our biggest achievements this season. I put a little bit of our own money into this pitch as well as a bit of a showcase for other local football clubs, and it did work. We have a lot of clubs here visiting as away teams, and we have picked up work from this place, so it did work. A couple of thank yous on this project. I'd like to thank Soil Biology. So we moved to an organic fertiliser plan created by Craig at Soil Biology, and we buy all of our bits now for all of our sites through them. The results have been absolutely insane. We're getting insane recovery, great growth, and we're able to manage those 160 games. Last year when we was on granulars and kind of tank sprays that are ready mixed and stuff, it was difficult. It was very difficult, but this year it actually feels like we're in control and we can kind of just apply stuff when we start seeing those signs of stress. And it's amazing that once now the base stats are there in the soil, and like we've got the plant health, it's a lot easier to tick over. But yeah, this is kind of what's pushed us in the sports game this year, and I am very proud of the team for what we've done here. But yeah, anyway, less emotional stuff. We're one video back on our first time back. Let's get back to cutting. Right, that's the first cut done, bar one stripe. I've just got one more to go down there in that direction. I'm now going to cross cut it in that direction once that stripe's done. Dan is over at the back. He's trimmed all of the edges and around the goals and whatnot. We're then going to give it a good divot after whilst we're line marking. So yeah, making good progress. It's looking fantastic. It is a bit hungry, so we're probably going to have to get a spray on it this week. But it's looking good after 3 games over the weekend. It's all cut and divoted, just ready for marking now. Let's show you what it looks like. Quite lucky with the amount of growth that we got away with just 2 cuts. I don't think we need to chuck a brush over it. Luckily the second cut cleared most of the organic matter. We are going to be looking at boxing when we cut soon, but I'm sure all will be revealed. Anyway, let's get this marked and move on with the day. And we're now back at the unit. Had a delivery from DSV for some of the seeding campaigns that we've got going on this week. First time we're using DSV for the seed. I just want to give them a massive thank you. Some of the seed that we ordered for one of our pitches was actually out of stock, and they've sent something better than we paid for free of charge. So massive shout out to them. We'll speak more on that later on in the week when we're seeding the football clubs. Now I've loaded the trailer up and we're going to drop a post knocker off to Richard from Can Do Services in Milton Keynes, because he's got a fella that needs to borrow a post knocker. So yeah, we'll let them borrow that, and I'm also got to pick up some kit from Richard as well. So yeah, a lot going on. It is 3 o'clock and we're going to be up at 4 in the morning, but less of that. Anyway, I'm going to get over to Richard's, get all this sorted, and we'll probably talk tomorrow. Tuesday, it is 3:30 in the morning, and we're going elsewhere, out of region, for a little project today. So why don't we just get down there and show you. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. We've been on the road for about 2 hours. We're here safe. Just gonna link up with the guy that's got us in, get the kit off and get cracking with it as soon as the sun comes up. Absolutely smashing it. It's 20 to 12. There's basically 3 9-hole courses, 27 holes in total. Just finishing up on the 9th on the second course. So we're 18 tees down, scarifying. Once scarifying's all done, we're going to be overseeding a lot of them as well. So we're probably going to be here tomorrow as well. Nonetheless, we're cracking on with it really, really well. So yeah, let's keep enjoying the day. The sun's out today, happy days. 4 o'clock update. Right, all the scarifying is done. We've done all 27 holes. We've got the scarifier back on the trailer. Got the seeder onto the tractor. We've been to collect the seed from the shed and we're filled up with seed. I don't think we've done too bad today. This course hasn't been scarified in over 20 years. The head greenkeeper seems to think. So there were areas that took a lot longer than usual, but yeah, absolutely smashed it. We're gonna get some seed in the ground tonight, probably work until sunset. And then yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. We want to get on right now, so you'll see lots of seeding tomorrow, but we'll see you then. Wednesday, bright and early, 5:30, gonna get the seeder filled up, wait for sunrise, and then we'll crack on with it. It's 10 to 3 in the afternoon. We've finished all of the seeding. Happy days. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. Now got to get back to the unit, pick more seed up. I think we're going to be doing an all-nighter with the seed. 2 football pitches to get done. So yeah, better get back safe and sound, and then yeah, crack on with seeding again. It's now around 7 o'clock. I've travelled back from Southend. I've been to the unit, we've loaded up the ram with all the seed. We've grabbed the Polaris as well. We've got 2 pitches here to seed at MK City. Yeah, you're probably thinking, why we got the Polaris? Well, it's about to get dark and this tractor doesn't have GPS. So what we're going to do is pretend that there's a seeder on the back of that, create an implement and put the width of the seeder in that. And basically that's going to auto steer in front of the tractor, and we're just going to keep the middle of the tractor into the middle of the Polaris to aid us. Obviously we've got lights on this, and I'm not just going to be completely not looking at the ground, but I think it's going to be a massive time saver and obviously a material saver doing it this way, and we can move all the seed about down to the bottom of the pitch with it. So yeah, anyway, it's about to get dark, we're about to lose sunlight. We've got 2 pitches to seed in 2 directions.